Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the 3am as well. Well, if anything can put a smile on your face and make you feel better after a bout of flu this week, it's beating the Spuds 2-1 at the Lane. Listen, it wasn't the prettiest games. I'm not going to sit here and say it was pretty and beautiful, but I don't care when we beat them. When we beat them, it can be a smash and grab. It can be, a terrible first half performance. I don't care. It's just a game you don't want to lose. You get bragging rights until the next game. And it's really humbled them a little bit because, they were so big on, they've won the league in October with Ange and stuff. And listen, I like Postecoglou. I think he's got good philosophies in football and stuff. But, to win that way was good. And I have to say, listen, let's talk about it. So there was no Areola. Fabianski came in goal. No real changes to the team apart from that. First half we were awful. We just lacked energy. It was like as if we didn't know it was a London derby. Their goal came really early as well, 11th minute from Romero, a really good header. Like I said, not much we could have done defensively with that one. It was just a really well worked goal. And at 1-0 after 11 minutes, and the way they were pressing and pushing and probing, I put it in my preview, didn't I? I thought it was going to be a long night at that point. It was like, oh dear. We didn't look like we was going to do anything at all either. They were sort of overplaying though. They did have their chances, they did, but they was quite overplaying a little bit, and I think our shape did frustrate them at times in that first half. Although we didn't play well the first half, we was very narrow and we was very frustrating. Paqueta and Kudus missed some decent chances right at the end of the first half. But apart from that, I was just like, get this game over with. I wasn't expecting much in the second half either, purely because we know usually we come out horrible and slow and just lack energy whenever we come out for a second half. But that all changed. We came out with a bit more energy. We started to press a bit and force some mistakes. They pushed their centre halves up so much and their fullbacks so much that the ball over the top, or the quick ball in, was always there. I thought Bowen was unbelievable yesterday. Like, just absolute work rate. Him and Kudus were unbelievable, really was. The goal did come. Obviously Kudus took that shot. It's one of them, you don't shoot, you don't score. He shot, deflected into the path of Bowen. Luckily he was onside. Gambled and made that run, which you need to be doing. Puts it in 7 away games in a row. Unbelievable. 10 goals in all comps now. Hopefully he can go on and get 15 to 20 goals this season. He's just unreal. When he's on it, Bowen, he's brilliant, and he really is on it at the minute. Eventually, about 10 minutes late. Oh no, sorry. Before that, I'm missing a key point in the game for me. So at 1-1, Richarlison had come on, and he had a really good header. Well, a bad header actually. Like, it was a good chance, but he should have scored really. And I think if Richarlison would have put that in to make it 2-1, I think that would have been game over at that point. It's that, it's the classic line, goals change games, momentum swings and stuff. And I think that point was such a big moment in the game. After that, Ward-Prowse, it was a big mix-up with their fullback, Udigo, I think that's how you pronounce it. He passed it into Ward-Prowse's feet. Ward-Prowse had a shot, hit the post. I thought he fluffed it. I thought, but he fell back to him again. He followed in, put it in. 2-1, amazing, great scenes after that. Had a couple of chances. I mean, Porro had a chance, saved by Fabianski. But apart from that, I think we frustrated them really, like in the midfield. We completely frustrated them. We just, we're constantly just annoying them and aggravating them, and we were pressing well, and we was using the attacks to the best we could. We was Bowen and Kudus were tireless runners. Paquetá started getting into his game. I thought the two fullbacks, Soufal and Emerson, were brilliant last night as well. Yeah, real, in the second half, a top performance and a real gritty one. You know, we show a bit more of that in these next few games. You know, we're capable of beating teams. This is what it shows. Yes, listen, they did give it. It was sort of two mistakes, but we forced those mistakes with the pressing. I've always, you know, I'm a massive fan of pressing, and I hate that we're one of the only teams in the league that don't press. You know, when you press, you create opportunities for yourself because teams have to panic. You know, not all teams are as good as Man City on the ball. You know, Man City is a bit different. You know, you press them, they just can just go pop, 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 or, you know, pass the ball back to Edison, Neil, ping one long. You know, teams like Tottenham, they're not Man City. They're a good side, but they're not Man City. And sometimes you just have to, as much as you've got to respect an opposition, you've got to show them a bit of disrespect as well. Get in their face, give it some. You know what I mean? These teams ain't invisible. They're 11 men at the end of the day. These teams can be beaten, and that Tottenham side were, you know, had their injuries. There was no Maddison, no Bentancur. You know, they were there to be taken at. They haven't won in 4 games now. So yeah, brilliant result. And listen, as much as, you know, I keep digging Moyes out, we're 6 undefeated in all competitions. Like, what more do you want? Do you know what I mean? It's really hard, and as much as the performances at times are really bad, and I love me good footballers, but at the moment you can't say nothing. Now, what can I say? What can I say? It is 6 undefeated. West Ham don't do that. You know, we're renowned for going 1-2 games, then we get a bit of a nosebleed, and it's like, oh dear, we can't win again now. You know, Fulham's not going to be easy. They're a decent side. That you know, they're capable of pulling results out. They've got a couple of good little players in there that can hurt us. But 6 undefeated, although we're not playing well, hopefully that second half performance in terms of the grittiness, the desire, what they got from their reward from pressing is something that will push on Moyes now to think, do you know what, let's trust these boys a little bit. Do I believe he will? No. But I'd like to think that maybe he would have a little bit more trust in them now. And be like, yeah, you know what, these boys can really press. Because when Kudus goes, like, don't stop. Bowen don't stop. Yeah, brilliant result. Long may this little run continue now. You know, we've got a few, sort of like 4 games now, that good games now, good big games coming up. You know, we've got Fulham, which is a winnable game. Freiburg is to see whether we finish top and go for the next bit. I can't remember who the weekend game is off the top of my head. I know it's a winnable game. Wolves is Gary O'Neill. I like Gary O'Neill. And then it's that Liverpool game. Obviously, the Liverpool game, massive. And just going off tangent for the last 2 minutes of this video, that Liverpool game, I'll tell you what, I'm not saying we're going to win it, but the fact that Liverpool are doing so bloody well in the league could play into our hands a little bit. In between that game, Liverpool's fixtures and Manchester United, again, that's their big game. Although Man United are terrible, you know, it's one of them games that they have to, you know, you've got to be on top form. They don't lose that game. It's a bit like West Ham Tottenham. You don't want to lose that game. And then after us is Arsenal for Liverpool, and that could be to, you know, who decides who goes sort of top going into Christmas. So it's a massive game that they've got coming up. So, you know, hopefully they will be rotating their squad. Because, like I say, it could play into our hands. I'm not saying their second team can't beat us, but again, it might just play into our hands that they rest the couple in that game, thinking that Arsenal game's the one. Anyway, guys, I've completely gone off of the tangent. I'm in a really good mood now for the rest of the weekend until probably the West Ham spoil it on Sunday by losing to Fulham. But yeah, enjoy the day, guys. And if you do work with any spuds, go in with a big smile on your face. Until next time, guys, I'm loving Big Moisey instead, not Big Ange.